Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Howler for an hour. We're going to be checking out a game that currently it seems has mixed reviews, though I'm actually quite anticipating this one, and it's actually kind of funny. I might really like this, even though mixed reviews. This is Ariana and the Elder Codex, and this is a Metroidvania where you play as a character named Ariana who must restore the Codices and unravel the library's hidden truths. You basically play as a librarian, but in this world, librarians are basically like spellcaster mages peoples, and they're pretty cool. This game has a real, kind of witch Metroidvania vibe, which actually, it really gave me sort of the vibe of Nevergrave, which was a game you guys may remember I howlered and then did some casual streams on. I really liked Nevergrave. I 100%ed that game, got all the achievements. That was a game where you basically played roguelike / Metroidvania as a witch, so kind of similar vibes going, using spellcasting and such. I think this is not made by the same people or anything. This is actually made by Idea Factory / Compile Hard, which that's a company that's been around for a while. That's a couple companies that's been around for a while. I know the Idea Factory. I think they were even around for like PS1 games and stuff. So they've been around. They're a Japanese company that I think have worked on a number of RPGs. Let's see what we got here, because honestly it looked really good. Before we begin, though, if you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you would like to subscribe, of course, consider doing that. If you'd like to come over to Twitch and watch this content live, whether you want to lurk or talk, do consider doing that too. It's always nice to have people hanging out, whether you're old or new. Think about giving us some of your time over here live. It's nice to hang out with people. We also have a pretty cool Discord server if you want to check that out. I have a Coffee link. Well, we have Coffee link if you'd like to help us monetize what we do here, which I very much appreciate if you might consider that. And we also have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff over there. Links in the description, you can check them out at your leisure. And we also have Reese hanging out, just in the VC to chill with us today. Hello. The fact this game has mixed reviews doesn't scare me, because what's funny is Nevergrave, the game I really liked and this game makes me think of, also actually has mixed reviews. Nevergrave got a bunch of mixed reviews due to, I think it was a lot of, unfortunately, it was a lot of, Chinese players didn't like it for some reason. They were being really harsh on it, and that made the reviews very mixed. But I actually really like Nevergrave, so I very much disagree with that mixed review. I wonder if I'll have the same experience with this game. So, let's find out, though. Once I click the screen. There we go. Oh, there we go. It was not detected the controller for a bit. But let's start off. This looks like it has a fairly good budget to it, and the art looks really nice in it. So let's see what we got. Let's begin a new game. Simple, normal, or hard. For those who wants to take on the magic's advanced techniques and fierce trials, you can change the difficulty at any time in your room. Hooray! I'm in my office, but I guess that counts. I think we'll do normal. That seems fair.
No, sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, normally that's what they want everybody to play as baseline.
Bestowed magic to
humanity.
humanity.
So 1,500 years ago, one person bestowed magic to humanity.
She granted humans the 4 elemental codices, tomes that send magic leaping off the pages, and a magic pen that empowered people to create more of these brilliant books. After learning about the existence and concept of magical power, humanity authored many codices using that pen.
I like the idea of, magic library. Magic libraries are cool.
Yeah.
Among the tomes, those known as the 3 phenomena codices are said to hold power equal to the 4 elementals.
Okay, so there's some really powerful magic tomes.
These 7 books are called the 7 hero codices.
Okay, let's see. We have these 7 books. So we have fire. Looks like fire, earth, wind, water. Probably lightning, light, and dark. But honestly, the symbols on this, I don't quite know what we're looking at here. Bottom is water, almost certainly. Fire is upper left. I feel like the yellow one on the left feels kind of like earth, and then wind or nature or something for the green book. I'm not sure about the right ones. This company is normally very anime. Yes, they are very, very anime. Anime RPG kind of company.
And the facility that manages and repairs all of these books is known as the library.
Oh, it's not just a library, it's the library.
Now,
Ooh.
an incident has occurred within the library, the largest collection of information and the source of all magic power.
That place looks very fortified.
Someone has vandalized the 7 hero codices.
Ooh.
And just like that, magic has disappeared from the world.
Anime games can be hit and miss. They can be interesting, though, sometimes. Whoosh. The Tower of the Tower of Babel. The way you spell pencil it. The Tower of Babel, that's where people talk a lot. Alright.
Oh no, not the Tower of Babel.
So this is what a hero codex looks like. Well, specifically the Codex of Water. I believe there should be 2 sisters who are living in the forest.
Alright, let's go.
So, right off the bat, do you see what I mean by the art style? We actually have, like, it's 3D, but we have, like, a sketchy kind of drawing style. Like, look at the trees in the background. I really do dig the style of this game. And then we have, of course, the main character, who already has a fair amount of personality of that little sway. She's got a couple tomes. Either I'm in the wrong place or the alterations change things. I'll just have to keep searching. Codex of Water, starting lands. So I guess we're in the Codex of Water. So I guess our worlds that we're going to be exploring are within the codexes. Okay. That seems pretty cool. Let's look at the menu. Check status, equip, magic learn, magic items, equipment, and key items. You can always change magic items you have equipped. Not during magic activation. Not during attacks, yeah. So we're a level 1 librarian. We have, I don't know what the symbols are. Our stats in the lower right are HP, SP, and attack. So, let's just let you know what that says. Magic screen. You can check the magic you learn. You equip up to 3 magic spells in your magic slots. By pressing RT, you can swap to your sub-slots. You equip a total of 6 magic spells. Okay, so we can chain quite a few spells together. So we have Story of the Sword, which is basically just... Oh, that's great. That is so Nevergrave, because the basic, like, sword attack you do in Nevergrave is also just summoning a weapon. Summoning a little floating weapon, which is basically this. Ignition. Fireball. Self-regeneration. Ooh, a healing spell right off the gate? That's pretty nice. I'm noticing there's dots at the bottom. Does that mean... Is that like a cost system, or... Oh, set display, I see. It's telling you what sets are on. Basically, the sword is on set 1 and 2, the fireball is on set 2, or shockwave is on set 2. Regeneration's on 1 and 2, and fireball's on set 1. Okay. That seems like pretty good. Shockwave is neutral. Okay, so there's an elemental system. I bet the neutral element is probably good against everything, but isn't super good against anything either. Meanwhile, the other stuff is elemental, so it'll be really good against certain things, but bad against others. Okay, so the purpley color means that it's a neutral element. Okay. I agree with this setup, but I'm gonna actually switch. Let's see, how do you switch? Oh, there's information here. Release small fire explosions, value explosive vapors launch fires, brain enemies with a series of small bursts. This attack magic is the most widely used spell within the history of the war between humans and demons. Huh.
Interesting.
Improves the body's regenerating power, making the pulse heal wounds faster than normal. However, whether it's enough to be called healing magic is up for debate. Well, if it heals you at all, then yeah, even if it's like a band-aid. Oh, interesting. Choose a sword and attack the space fighting by swinging of a good rhythm you can attack in succession. He only desired the power to protect a single person. His heart was lost in despair for a time, but he never lost his grip on the blade of light called hope. I like these little descriptions. I wonder how... Okay, that... let's see. Oh, I see. I changed the set display. So what I want to do is I want to put Shockwave on the first set and Fireball on the second set, because I would prefer neutral to be my default. A neutral attack. 2.5D, basically, Dirk. Yeah, I mean, it's a 3D world, but a 2D plane, so that's technically 2.5. So magic items. They each have a certain equip cost. Okay, so it's like you know, your standard charm system, like highlight and stuff. You can freely equip them in any configuration along within the cost limit. By obtaining magic equip pages, you increase your cost limit. Yep. This is pretty standard Metroidvania fare, but it's a good system. It works. So we increase our max HP to 20 with this. That takes up one of our stars. And Mother's Blessing increases the power of healing magic by 15%. Also takes one of our stars. Okay. So we can equip as many of these as we want. There's more than 5 slots potentially. It's just a matter of our cost. We also have a photo of our parents. Though Faye, the two people in the photo are youthful and gentle, smile softly in their faces. Have the librarian's pen, borrowed from the library director. It's also once used by Ariana's father, who was a high-ranking librarian. Okay, so we have a protagonist that's trying to live up to her father. The words written by this magic pen are imbued with magic power and are able to materialize magic. It's also used to repair the inside of the Codices. Right, so the Codices got vandalized, so we gotta hop in them and fix them. That's the plot. Okay. Magic book used daily by librarians. In addition to knowledge needed for daily work, various magic spells are recorded within it. Okay. I like to look at the menu stuff first. It may not be the most exciting thing, but you gotta get a grasp of what's going on here. So obviously the magic pins on the left. Obviously we can level and get experience probably. I don't know what these things on the right are. Little blue sparkle gems, a kind of yellow flask thing, and a blue flask thing. I'm gonna guess currency of some sort. Okay, let's test here. Okay.
That's better. There.
So that's regeneration, and that that has a cooldown, okay. I wonder if it used like, okay, the region's like over time too. Okay.
Go.
Alright, not very long range shockwave, but I'll take it.
Got you.
The shockwave has a cooldown?
Got you.
But it's very quick, that can be spammed.
Go.
His regeneration has a little more, and what about the fireball? Also pretty fast regeneration. That's like a little fireworks little effect. Nice. Also, do you notice the nice little touch? I have a fire book and a neutral book, I guess, so when I pull out a fire attack, the fire book is like, alright, it's my turn, and then comes out. So the book, so the element I am using, the floating book around me is the one that uses it. Nice touches. Okay, move and zoom camera. Yep. Well, they say zoom. Oh, zoom is in. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, we gotta appreciate the character model, so zoom in! It is a good character model, though. I like the color design. They look really good. They really pop. They pop really nicely, which is good for a character in a game. To you know, pop in from the enemies in the background and stuff. Oh, that's adorable! When you go to the edge of an area, it turns the page, because we're in the Codices. That is wonderful. I love that effect. Okay, this game is absolutely making good use of its visual design and its theme. Actually, I want to see something. Is there a map I can... Oh, here we go. I press select. Story map screen. A map that illustrates the story in progress, which is fully heads towards the next objective. You can select important points and immediately travel to the destination. Oh, there's fast travel at important points? Well, that's nice. By finishing repairs, the location will be colored in, the map will fully unlocked. Oh! What that is saying, and this is... Okay, we played enough Metroidvanias to understand what that means. What the game is saying in gameplay terms is, if you haven't found all the items or things in a particular area of this Metroidvania, the page, the area will not be colored in. But once it colors in, you know you've gotten all the items there. That is a wonderful feature that some Metroidvanias do, where they, like, visually indicate, yeah, you're done in the stream, you got everything. And that's always nice. Some Metroidvanias do not give you that privilege, so you're just, like, wandering around trying to figure out where stuff is. Especially when you're backtracking with later items. So that's really nice, actually. So we can see here that this is colored in because there is nothing in the first room, so this is already colored in. We can also warp there, I guess, because... I don't know if I can warp there, but yeah. Okay, cool. Good depth source sight. Yeah, some Metroidvanias, it's not even a foresight thing. Some Metroidvanias are just like, no, that's too hand-holding. In fact, we're not even going to tell you what items you're missing are. If you want to know that you're missing an item, if you know you're missing an item in a map tile, well, you better manually place a pin there. We're not going to tell you it's there. later on, so you better put a pin down. Like, some Metroidvanias, like, demand that you, like, track everything yourself. I think we much prefer when it's like this, where it actually helps you, especially if you just miss stuff. It sucks to miss stuff, you know? The alterations created these monsters. Whoever did this was malicious. They don't look that strong. I want them to have their way. Oh, the page got torn because I'm locked into battle. That's a cool effect, too. Alright. Hello, night guy. Are you weak to, I mean, he doesn't like the fire very much, no. Jump! I did figure that out. Up attack. Oh, I can break that. Okay. I also appreciate the book thing. They're doing a lot with it. Like, look at this. An ambush. Maybe this will work against your average librarian. But I'm a level 1 librarian. Which is probably lower level than your average librarian. But, you know, don't think this would stop me in my repair magic. Okay. Time with the enemy's attack. Dash, fade. Okay, yeah. I even kind of did that.
Level 1 librarian.
What's that?
It's like level 1 librarian doesn't know the Dewey Decimal System.
Still learning that. Yeah, so I think the blue gems are like a basic currency. We're getting them from the enemies and some objects. I cannot get over that page turn effect. That is so clever, actually, in my opinion. Oh, whoa. Hello. I should have, like, combo in magic. Makes sense. Pigeon. Move on ladder is... I guess that's one way to put it. I would say that climb ladder and up, down. But move on ladder works as a statement, I guess. Oh, by the way, look at the map. Previously, I was going through rooms. They were just nice and colorful. This room is not colorful, so there's something to get here. And it's this. Probably. The Codex's world. With a great amount of magic and magic power residing within them, the Codices contain a whole world in each book. Only a few selected talented librarians are capable of entering these worlds. Plans against the people are recreated through the magic within the Codex world, make it possible to experience the written contents like one might walk in a dream. I guess that was just a little informational thing. I found it! This is one of the areas that was altered. Monsters are definitely lurking in there. I'll have to be careful. Story repair. Inside altered codices, there are various altered points that are traces of the alterations. By finding these and repairing them, you can restore the original story. Oh, that'll make things color, I guess. Oh, it says obstructing distortion. Okay, so there's, like, layers to this. Alright, let's go down here first. Ah!
Got it.
Weak magic remnant. And that is... Oh, that's the, right. So now we got one of the, yellow things. And what does it do? Use alert and strengthen magic spells and to craft magic items. Okay, that seems pretty clear. So that is an upgrade material, basically. Ah, and see, I'm not even allowed to leave before I fix this tear. And I'll get a little battle rush. Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Oh. Okay, battle and repair is race against time. Defeat all the monsters within the time limit. As for the altered core. So yeah, it's a little battle arena. By conquering them with overwhelming power and repairing the core, the world of the story will respond to area. Okay. Wait, A36. Wait a minute, is there a ranking system? Okay.
Repair complete.
I see. A rank for repair. Was that an S before the time went down? I wasn't paying attention. I bet there's some way to replay those in case you get a bad rank.
I think it might have been S.
Like, did I go too slow to get an S rank, or is A rank just the best? It's hard to tell. Some games just are like, A rank, that's the max. I don't know. Well, whatever. Every
game is different.
I mean, the repair's done, but I bet there's some place you can replay them to try to get a better rank, probably later. Okay. This. Sure. Oh, here's a repair needed here. Let's see if it said S rank. We'll find out. Oh, I just fixed it without having to fight. Okay. Big sis, what about your dinner? Aren't you gonna eat? I am fine. You can go ahead and eat yours. What about you, big sis? You haven't eaten anything for days. I'll be fine. Okay, but please take care of yourself. Why she no eat? She doesn't seem to be feeling well. Ever since that day when we ran from the war and came to this forest. What should I do? At this rate, she's gonna die. I know. Pretty sure her favorite flowers grow deep inside the forest. She might feel better if I get her one. Just wait, big sis. I'll go get one for you. This is gonna end in tragedy, isn't it? Is that a scene for this Codex story? The younger sister said she's gonna look for flowers. Maybe we'll go after her. Okay. House of Sorrow. Where do you live? I live at the House of Sorrow. We're pretty depressed here. That's the title of that area.
Yeah, see?
Aw, save, says Mondo. Oh, rest point. Oh, okay. Quit magic item. Oh, yeah, I see. Save. Save. Go deeper into woods. Path is blocked. Okay. Poisonous forest. A while dashing. Dash jump. Let's jump any further. What? Oh, right. I have a dash. I kind of forgot. I can't dash in the air, at least not yet. Monster of elemental colors have high stamina, but folly strategies are effective. Use the magic item to stun enemies by depleting their... Okay, so monsters are generally... the monsters we've been fighting were not elemental at all. Now we're fighting elemental ones, which have higher stamina when they're elemental. Okay. Magic combo to stun by depleting the yellow stun bar. All attacks afterwards become criticals. Monsters of blue elemental color have water element magic, so using fire magic will accumulate their elemental value, leading to elemental burst. Oh, I wonder if this is one of those games where instead of like fire just beating water, or like it's like both directions. So fire beats water and water beats fire, maybe? Because it just says here that fire beats water. So it's probably both ways. I see, he has a little bit of a sheet on him. Well, that's another way to deal with it. Ow.
That's better.
It's actually really nice that there's just a regen I can do. It doesn't cost anything either. Oh, hello. Ha ha, I think it's up ahead. Wait for me, big sis. A child climbed all the way up here by herself. She's that desperate to help her sister. Can I just break that? Huh. I gotta say, this game gives me Nevergrave vibes so hard that I keep trying to dash using B. Because that's what it is in Nevergrave. There's a rift there.
That's better. That's better.
Ah!
There. That's better. That's better.
There is one problem with the health regen, I just realized. She's gonna say that's better an awful lot. Oh no, it starts at A rank, actually.
Let's go.
Okay, so I assume A rank is probably the highest then.
I guess so. Get the stuff from there. Oh, I see the little arrows. If it hits one of the arrows, I'll lose a rank. See the arrows on the bar? So if I lose half my time, it'll go down to B. Okay. I appreciate how clear that is, actually. Now that I understand it. Actually, you know what? I think I find myself wanting to attack with B, so I'm gonna actually switch these two. Yeah, like that. Same with this. Okay, there. Now I can actually cast an attack with B, which feels better. You have to win at least once to score more than 8. Maybe. Maybe there's a replay mechanic. It is possible. Ah!
Got it.
I don't know if I like the whole, oh, I gotta go chase after things system, especially right there. Keep in mind, like, there's some stuff up here I didn't get. It doesn't disappear. Okay, it didn't. Yeah, you have to, like, go out of your way. I hope there's, like, a way to add magnetism or something later. Especially since you notice the enemies don't immediately die, so if I run past them after defeating them, their goodies will just drop and I won't get them. So I gotta keep that in mind. It's one of the things I gotta keep in mind. Okay, yeah, there's no way I'm getting up there right now. Okay. That's better.
That's better.
That's better. She really likes saying that's better. That's better. What's this? Yeah, it's telling me how to jump. Ah. Oh, that must be the flower. Okay, we're getting a flower scene. Which also has a fight. Oh! It's Buff Guy. Don't worry, he's dead now. I didn't let him do anything. She's like, let's dodge behind him, and that was like it. That was all I had to do. It's an early game enemy. That was easy. Yeah, I mean, well, if he didn't spend like literally most of the battle we had doing a flex, then maybe he could have hurt me. Yeah, the sword is pretty solid just by itself. You don't even necessarily need to use other magic. You can't just not flex it. Not when you have muscles like that, you're obligated to flex, especially if you're in a video game. I found it! Big Sis's favorite flowers. A beautifully blooming lotus flower. The flower is the flower the older and younger sister's mother liked. True to its flower language, to soothe the heart. It should soothe the older sister's stormy heart. It's so beautiful. Once she has this, I'm sure Big Sis will. Did I? Oh, I skipped the dialogue. Did I hear anything? Cough, cough. I should hurry back home. Wait, why is she sick? She just went cough, cough. No character in a video game goes cough, cough without them later dying of some illness. That's the rule. It's written about the nosebleed, though. What caused that? Okay, so she had a nosebleed there. She had a nosebleed and she started coughing. Sorry, death flakes have occurred. Can't go this way. If I was able to use magic on the ground, then maybe... What do you mean? I'm casting on the ground all the time. Monsters that emit a suspicious darkness are concealed areas that are needed to repair. If you find one, defeat them, then challenge the hidden repair point. Suspicious. You're suspicious. There's nothing really stopping me from just sword comboing, I realize. Something hidden.
I wonder what's next. Go!
I like these like little furry guys I'm hitting though, like that one there. They look like little animal fellas. They kind of look like Heartless, don't they? These enemies? They kind of have a Heartless vibe. I'm noticing that as the enemies are dying, the timer is still going down, so you could technically defeat everything and then get a B rank as they're dying.
Repair complete.
They kind of do. Yeah, they really like. They don't look like standard Heartless, but they look like the world-based Heartless from Kingdom Hearts, the ones that tried to mimic creatures from the world they're in. You know, like the monkeys and stuff. How Holy Spring Goddess won faith. In the ancient forest that existed since time immemorial, a goddess lived in a holy spring. She is worshipped by the residents of the forest, and they lived together under her divine protection. The goddess's healing powers were particularly exceptional. The residents of the forest fell ill or were afflicted with poison. She would mend their wounds and save their lives. Well, I just realized the kid did track through like a poisonous forest, so that's maybe why she got sick. Thanks to her, the residents of the forest maintained their health and longevity, leading peaceful lives. However, as they continued to receive the goddess' blessing over many generations, something shifted in the hearts of the forest residents. The blessing of the forest became an unexpected part of their lives, and their once devout prayers slowly turned to a mere formality. For long, some of the residents began to harbor doubts as to whether the goddess existed at all. Forgetting by just five about any blessings. More and more people began to think that way, and the light of faith slowly faded. Your standard, the goddess helped everyone, but then she was forgotten, and then things were bad. Yeah, I do kind of like these guys' designs. They're kind of cute. Like, I don't know what they're going for. They got like a puffy tail. They got little tiger stripes. And this kind of just generic. They look generally kind of like a forest creature, I guess. Oh, look how they spawn in too. They spawn in crouching, and then their ears perk up, and then they get ready to go. They're very cute. I like their animations. Actually, the animations of all the enemies are pretty good. The flying enemies, for instance, they're very bouncy. They're like almost rubbery. I like how these little story NPCs, though, they're like just sliding around. They don't have animation. I see, so it connects to here. If I want to go to return the sister house, I go this. I know, that's very obvious. That's like baby's first Metroidvania. Like, oh yeah, the path went back on itself. Wow. She really must love her elder sister to get home that quickly. Oh, you can repeat. Okay, so if you leave the area and come back, they come back too. And you can repeat them if you want to try again.
Have I gotten stronger?
Oh, I leveled. Nice. Oh wait, hold on, I just did way more damage, so actually, yeah. Looks like leveling just gives you a flat. Yeah, I went from 40 to 46 attack, I think. I noticed that. I noticed the difference. Oh wait, I'm level 4. I guess I have been leveling, I just didn't notice. Also, why did the sisters live in sort of a, you know, mossy, respectable enough little cozy house? It's not super fancy, but they just left a really fancy red couch outside. Kind of interesting. No, I don't. It's probably just what the general Safeway looks like, but it's kind of funny outside. This like, oh, they should move it in. That's like the nicest furniture around here. Gotta have a good porch couch. On another one? Fix it again. Big sis, I'm home. Where'd you go? I was so worried. I'm sorry, but look. What a lotus flower. Did you get this by yourself? Yep, because you've been really down lately, Big sis. Mom liked these flowers too, right? Big sis, what's wrong? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe you did this just for me. Even though I should be the one taking care of you, I'm the older sister. It's okay. We'll always be together. Don't say that! That's such a death-like statement. That is the thing, though. Like you guys said earlier, this company does make a lot of anime games. Anime games are tropish. They trope all over the place. So we're gonna see tropey things like that. Yeah. Cough, huh? I felt kind of dizzy. What's wrong? Hey, stay with me. Hey! We'll be together forever. 5 sentences later. Oh no, you're dying. My sister is dead. She's just dead! She found this flower past the poisonous pond deep in the forest. She was slowly being poisoned without even realizing. It's all my fault. Why? Why did this happen? Why do things like this keep happening to me? Why do I keep losing everything? Tell me if you exist and answer me, God. God's like, alright, I'll come by. Hi, what's up? Pitiful child of man, sinking into despair. Who's there? Your heartbroken voice rang in my ears. I am the one you seek. Are you the goddess? Please save my younger sister, goddess. Even though I already buried her because she's not even here. I think she's gone completely. She's already gone. Resurrecting the dead is the gravest of taboos. So you must pay a proportionate price for the one who has already passed on. What? I don't care. I'll pay any price as long as I can save her. Even if that price is your own life. To save one life, you must sacrifice another. Giving away your life is no easy feat, even for your blood sister. Can you offer yourself to the Holy Spring? That is a normal reaction. In the end, humans always choose themselves. You should overcome this death and cherish your own life. I'll do it. I'll trade my life. You should not say that lightly. I would do anything for her sake. She was my light in the darkness. At this time as her older sister, I swear that I'll save her. She's gonna give up her life to save her dead sister. Both sisters act for each other's sakes without sparing a thought for themselves. This is a very tropey story. Every bit of trope. Like, goddess was worshipped and then they weren't and everybody forgot them. And oh no. Death flags. Oh no, she's dead. But she'll trade her life for the other sister. It's very tropey. It's very, very standard. Very standard storytelling. Nothing wrong with it, though. Oh, there they go. Slide. I just imagine everybody's just on an escalator. Or a little conveyor belt. Everybody's conveyor belting around the forest. She went to Holy Lake. Is she really going to give up her life? No, I shouldn't get attached. I have to follow her for now. I would have... It's hard to get attached to really tropey characters that are just still cutouts. I'm guessing this game does have a budget limit to some extent. Which is probably why they're designed that way. Yeah, I really like the animations of the enemies. They're very interesting. I feel like I don't really have to worry about damage because I can just regen. The regen almost feels too good. It feels like I should be... Like, I could only use it like every 20 seconds, but... That's fine. Monster red eyes are significantly stronger than their brethren. See you later, Dirk. Might be back for Motor Slice. Okay. It is very interesting looking. Let's see. Stronger. Let him enter a combat to gain an advantage. Wait, better oh, I see. Knock them into the air. You can launch weapon. You can launch monsters with L plus weapon attack. Oh. I didn't know that. Now I know that. Oh, okay, I see.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that actually feels pretty good. There's also a down stab I can do. So if an enemy is really tough, try launching them. Oh, okay, well the monster just stopped. Oh, darn, that monster despawned without dropping his items because I hit a cutscene trigger. in like a little battle trigger. So I didn't get the items for that monster. That's kind of rude. Oh, wait, no, maybe that was for the monster, I don't know. Maybe it just got paused for a second, then I got it later. Okay. So obviously, Metroidvania-wise, there's these ground things I have to break with. Something I don't have yet, which I'll probably get soon.
And I was say classic Metroidvania faction.
Classic Metroidvania. Rest point activated. Oh, thank you. Here's a chair.
Just a short break.
I'm guessing the chair is just literally like I'm pulling in like an actual librarian seat from outside the Codex into the Codex so I can take a break. That's kind of the vibe it gets. It looks like I'm subbing it in. It's not like natural furniture. Holy Goddess 3. Wait. I missed a 2? Oh, well, whatever. There wasn't... Wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Because there was a... I read 1 and then I got to 3. You see the problem? Maybe I did miss something. Maybe it's down there. No, it doesn't seem to be down there. There's a guy down there. I see, that's the guy I need to hit to actually get less. Maybe I overlooked something. Let me go back a bit. I mean, I know exactly how this story is gonna go. It's gonna be... like, book 1 was like, there was a goddess, and she was worshipped, and she kept everybody alive, and it was great. But then over time, the people didn't realize... didn't believe in her existence, and they stopped praying. And I'm gonna guess the story's gonna go, and then the goddess got upset and stopped helping them, and then they realized that they needed her help still, because actually things got bad again, and then it was too late. That's gonna be how the story goes, I bet.
It seems like it.
Or maybe the goddess isn't malicious, but like, because the goddess would stop being worshipped and something bad happened, there's nothing they could do about it. Oh wait, maybe it's this. Here it is. It was just over here the whole time. Holy Spring Goddess 2, Selfishness. One day, people from outside of the forest appeared. They desired the sturdy tree. Yeah, now it's going to go the nature route, like now they're going to cut down the goddess's forest. When people outside of the forest appeared, they desired the sturdy trees that grew within those woods. If you cut down and sell us the forest trees, we'll buy them from you at a high price, they offered, promising the forest residents great profits. Originally, cutting down more of the forest trees than was needed was daily life was forbidden due to an oath with the goddess. Yeah, there was an oath. However, as time carried on, the people treated the oath as nothing more than an old rule. The goddess won't intervene anyway, and so feigning ignorance, a small number of people began cutting down trees. Eventually, this action became commonplace, and the forest residents gave in to the demands of those from the outside. They finally began large-scale logging, unable to resist the temptation of selling lumber at high prices. I think the ultimate problem we have with anime games, which this isn't a huge issue, it depends on the game. But a lot of anime games, they just tell the same story over and over again when you start noticing it.
Oh yeah.
And I wouldn't say necessarily like they're offensive stories or anything, they're just... Oh, there's that trope, there's that plot twist again. Like, to the point where you know exactly how the story's gonna go once you start seeing it happen. Now, granted, I'm only complaining about the story within this Codice. I assume each Codice, each world has its own story. Maybe some of the other stories are interesting. I don't know. What could help?
Not bad.
Oh, fine. Oh, okay. I have to redo this fight. That's fine. Also interesting. The stronger enemy, he dropped the upgrade materials, so he can drop upgrade materials. Those ones. That's probably worth noting.
Got it.
Also, so far the gameplay is fine. It doesn't feel as slick as like Evergrave. It's a little clunkier. Not like clunky, really clunky, but like it doesn't feel quite as well. At least not yet. Okay, let's read part 3. Separation. The goddess became furious and stripped away the blessings she had bestowed upon the forest residents. In that instance, the deadly poison that had been sealed deep in the forest by the goddess' divine protection spilled forth. Those who had entered the forest for lumber were poisoned one by one until they perished in agony. The forest residents realized their mistake far too late. They begged the goddess for mercy, offering their prayers. Please forgive us! Please take away this poison! But the goddess, gripped with despair, spoke coldly to them. If you wish to save the ill, throw yourselves into the holy spring and offer your own lives in their place. But as the goddess predicted, not a single person heeded her words. Eventually the forest residents abandoned their homes one after another and disappeared. And that is how the thriving forest became devoid of people, and the ancient forest was consumed with silence. However, deep within, the holy spring still flows unchanged, as if watching over all from the place where the goddess once sat. Yep, pretty much what I expected. Pretty much the story I expected. It explains the little story beat about the goddess in the other current tale of the two sisters. Why that goddess was like, yep, as I expected. You're not going to sacrifice yourself just like the other people did it. And she's like, oh, wait, you are going to do it? Oh. I just realized when you sit on the couch, you save the game. Does that imply that if I were to, like, run into somewhere and then die, would I lose a bunch of progress? I just realized. I might.
You might, yeah.
It might be a Metroidvania where you do go back to your last save. This is the Holy Spring. If I throw my body into the spring, will she be saved? Yes, I promise. But do you truly agree to this? Yes, I guess all you're gonna have is I couldn't say goodbye to her. If you could tell her, what would you say? You are strong and kind, so I know you'll be able to move forward and thrive. No matter what obstacles you face, you'll overcome them. I can't be with you, but your older sister is always watching over you. Now, goddess, I offer my life to you. Please save my younger sister. Everyone uses benches for save points now. Well, sofa is more comfortable, at least, right? The cost of the spring, accept the older sister's wish? I'll just have to repair the Codex to find out. Okay, so Mr. Muscly guy kind of seemed like, you know, bigger enemy material, but this is probably an actual boss fight. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's the goddess but corrupted. Okay. Water Spirit of Light Rain. Also tree hands. For the sake of repairing this codex, I can't overlook a single detail. I'll finish this repair. This I swear as a librarian. Okay. Ooh. Doesn't seem too threatening so far. But I think there's a mid... Oh, okay, that hit me. Okay, okay.
That's better. There.
But I still have a regen, so...
That's better.
Oh, okay, yeah, get a little bit more combo-y. Alright, alright. Oh, I hit halfway point one now. Okay, the song picked up a little bit. Oh, okay, that one hurts a little bit more. That was not light rain, that was heavy rain. Okay, that does shockwaves. That's better. That's better. I think the trope of this game will be that's better. Number one voice line. That's better. Yeah, if I just keep playing, I want to point out I did not pick easy. I picked normal. Just in case anybody thinks that it's because of difficulty settings. I think normal should probably be a little harder than this. I mean, I need beat up, but I have regen, so I'm not too concerned. These games are definitely a little harder at the end here.
That's better.
That's better. The floating tree arms, the designs are really good, actually, for, like, the enemies. I like that I designed for, like, a nature goddess. That was pretty cool.
I managed to beat it. I still have to repair.
Oh, don't go unconscious when you're literally done with the entire world and you defeated the boss, and then you go unconscious before you repair. Oh, come on, don't be a wuss like this. Come on! I regen you to full health at the end of the fight. Whoa, that voice. Jason! Oh yeah, heavy rain. That's why it's the goddess of light rain. They couldn't say she couldn't be the goddess of heavy rain because that's copyrighted.
Of course.
Ariana!
Who?
Hi.
Ariana, can you hear my voice?
Yes, but who are you?
Wait, you can hear me? Oh, thank goodness. I finally reached you.
Huh?
Even though the book is just partially repaired, some magic power has been restored.
By the way, when it comes to anime overusing a lot of tropes, sometimes games are annoying about. Sometimes it's a little bit charming though, in sort of a dopey way. Like, oh, look at you doing that trope again. Is that like it's kind of comfort foodish a little bit sometimes?
It's a balance.
It could be like a nice little cozy thing, like, oh yeah, is that trope?
You defeated that monster, so if you can complete the rest of the repairs, then.
What are you saying?
What page are we on? It's completely blank here. Is this like the back cover? Like, where are we at?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks to you, the magic power within this codex has entered the world again. You did well, Ariana.
How do you know me?
I know everything.
Okay, okay, you know how we have a 3D model and how I was mentioning her animation is really good? Right now, she is 0% animation. She is a statue. Not a single hair on her head moving. That's really weird now to notice that. Especially considering he's like floating and animating this little guy.
So you're a
This
god?
is the equivalent of the JPEG dog in Ace Combat 7.
I'm no god, but I am capable of helping you at
The
least.
people that play the game knows what I'm talking about.
You can help me?
You used most of your energy while fighting that beast. But there's one more thing you have to do. Please hang on for a little longer, Ariana.
Did you just heal me? Because I'm at full health, but...
What? Did I pass out? I don't really understand what happened. But I'm still alive, so there's that. I still have a job to do. Not bad.
She just talked over herself. She's like good and not bad at the same time. Ah, that's good. Alright, repair.
I, the librarian Ariana Virelis, command you, repair this story to its original form.
Not done yet. Okay, so let's try to regain power.
There once was an older sister who lost everything in war.
Okay, you got the complete story at the end. That's kind of neat.
She lost herself and held darkness in her heart, which became a hollow shell. She was trapped and powerless in this self-made prison. But her younger sister's care shone light on the darkness of her heart, and her shell was close to breaking.
Okay, you know what? I was kind of making fun of the story for having little, like, simple cutouts of the characters, but I get it. It's like, because the story was damaged, so it didn't look right. But at the end, you actually get, like, proper illustrations and stuff. I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that. It actually is a reward for restoring the story. You get the story in its proper form at the end. Okay.
By a cruel twist of fate, however, the younger sister's light was snuffed out when she fell to poison. The older sister, deprived of her light, searched for salvation from a deity. Her prayer was heard by the goddess, and the older sister traded her own life to save her younger sister.
Like, even if the stories aren't that complex, being rewarded with, like, these rather lovely illustrations that's a pretty good reward for getting to the end of a codex.
Moved by the older sister's love, the goddess transformed into a great healing tree. And so the world was filled with the power of a new element. A devoted heart gives itself away selflessly, always sacrificing. Thus goes the story of the magic of water and one of the 7 hero codices.
I can get behind the flow of that. Oh, neat. Stained glass. This might be a deep cut, but it makes me think of 2C Phoenix's Kingdom Hearts series, where he got commissions of stained glass windows of each of the bosses of Kingdom Hearts 1. Leader engage. Hello. Ymira says, I wonder if there's a game where, depending on your health in a boss fight, will determine the cutscenes, spell diagonal changes, or even flowing alternative cutscenes. Would be a nice touch.
Ariana.
Even if it doesn't mechanically change anything afterwards.
I mean, I know there's some games that a boss or a cutscene might mention if you do it by hit list or you do barely hanging on.
Also, I fear we have fallen in front of a vampire. This is dangerous.
I know.
Why are you sleeping in a place like this?
Also, my Niani, we have another Mariana on screen.
I noticed that.
I apologize.
No, I'm sorry. This is Dracula? I didn't realize I was playing the next Castlevania game. I mean, that just looks like the latest. Like Dracula's decided, I'm gonna grow out my beard a little bit, and every game he has a slightly different design. So, he said, okay.
Is something wrong? Are you injured?
It looks real cool, though.
No, I'm fine. I finished repairs successfully, but...
So what might be the matter? Were there any issues afterward?
Well, it was tougher than usual, you see. I've never done such a brutal repair.
Most interesting. Please go on, and don't spare the details. I see. So you were assailed by vicious monsters.
Jokes aside, if this guy ends up being the twist villain, I wouldn't be surprised. He definitely looks like he could be.
That does sound rather challenging, but repairs conducted within Codices are always such. You are a foreign entity within the Codex's story. Removing you is only a natural recourse for it.
Yes, I
Or he might
understand
just
that.
be a nice guy that looks really intimidating. He might just... I mean, if this is like a big old witch castle, so the headmaster of this library witch castle probably should look a little intimidating.
Many
if he's the
depict
headmaster.
conflict between humanity and demons, so they've put me in dangerous situations plenty of times. But this time, the dangerous situation itself was the unusual part. Or, well, it's more like the Codex itself was peculiar.
Dracula's an evil for a witch. Yeah, I mean, we're magic affinities, so...
So you propose that it was different from other Codices, yeah? Well, of course, these are not any average tomes that you're repairing.
By the way, to comment, I think the voice acting is just fine, too. I didn't have any, like, super big opinions, but now that I'm here in Berkeley, I'm like, I like Berkeley's voice. It's a pretty good voice.
That book contains more power than tens of thousands of normal Codices combined. It is one of the 4 elementals.
So I'm a little confused by that. There's like 7 of these really powerful codices, which are one of the 4 elementals. So there are 7 books based around the 4 elementals, I guess. The math doesn't quite add up, but I think that's how it works.
If that were not enough, it has been altered. It's little wonder that it would seem atypical.
I understand that too, but does that mean the monsters that attacked me were more violent because of the Codex's alteration?
Isn't that obvious?
I have no way of knowing. You are the only one capable of entering a codex and experiencing its story.
Why is that? Why she can do that?
If you are saying this, then it must be so.
It was very strange and very risky. I've been in plenty of sticky situations before, but they were easy to handle with magic.
7 books, 4 of them are original for elements, and 3 of them man-made. Yeah, maybe it could be based elements, like how sometimes, like lightning is based off of wind or something, you know, stuff like that. Take a core element, make a sub-element.
But this time around...
You seem quite fatigued.
The game is really trying to hammer this idea that was really hard, what we just did. It wasn't. That wasn't particularly difficult. Even if I had switched it to hard, I think I would have been fine.
Yes. I mean, no. I'm fine.
Do not overextend yourself. Your task is understandably trying. Did you not say that repairing is a battle?
Actually, that's another anime game trope. Like, if you're, like, going through a really dangerous mission, you're like, oh, this wasn't that hard. And then at the end cutscene, your character's like, oh, I'm gonna die! And then, like, the game's like, you should not... And then, like, characters are like, that was really hard, what you went through! Man, I'm surprised you survived! Wow, you barely survived! And meanwhile, the player's like, actually, I didn't really have that much trouble with it. The game's like, no, you did! You had trouble with it! That's what the story is! It's good that way! Like, yeah, anime games are very insistent that, no, that was difficult, or no, that was easy. Like... I don't know why anime games are so insistent that they know how the player's experience went. Gameplay and story segregation is what that's called, I believe.
Yeah. Which, I like that fact because I find it funny because I really like the aspect of, like, when characters are going for something, like, super hard, they look chill and everything. As soon as the danger over, they're just like, oh god, how close were we?
And then, of course, there's the classic, oh yeah, I can fight this, but oh no, cutscene, well, they're gonna die now. Like, because we're in cutscene mode
Oh,
now.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no, the
Well,
cutscene damage.
But
Your repairs are something no other librarian can emulate. You aren't simply adding ink.
Yeah, it's a little text flavor if you have an easier or harder time at saying that the developer expects. Is a nice touch, and also is like, even if it doesn't dramatically change the game's plot, just the game acknowledging the player's actual experience adds a lot to the narrative, even if it doesn't ultimately affect the overarching narrative that much.
You enter the Codex and directly repair the story written inside.
Okay, so Berkeley's explaining that everybody else has to, like, repair it from outside the book, but she goes in the book, which is a lot faster. So it's a lot faster to repair the book from the inside.
Due to this, it consumes your stamina and magic power.
Okay.
That exhausted is to be expected.
Well, okay, now we have a reason for her fainting, I guess, because, like, going in the book is really exhausting, because not only she can do that. Okay, fair enough.
So you should rest for today, Ariana. Not here, but in your own bed.
Yeah, don't rest on the floor, please. Oh, he's smirking a little bit.
Berkeley, sir?
What is it?
This alteration incident. We're calling it an incident, but is there any connection to the monsters appearing inside the Codex? I have this hunch that the culprit wove some kind of plan into their alterations.
No, the person who managed to vandalize all of the most important codices in the world had a plan and wasn't just doing random graffiti. Go figure. Like, I don't even know how they got around the security to even, you know, alter / deface these books. They sound very important. So, yeah, I don't think it's some street punk that just decided it would be funny to rip something up.
But of course, it would be odd if they lacked...
Yeah, thank you, Berkeley.
This is an act of terrorism against humanity.
That's quite a statement, but I guess so, yeah. I mean, they're very important, I guess, for this world.
Thanks to this scoundrel, magic has been lost to humanity. The impact is incalculable.
Well, I do like this voice actor. Thanks to the scoundrel! Like, the way he says it, it's good.
Why did the culprit do this?
He's really dripping that voice acting. Makes me wonder how hard it is to implement flakes. Like, I mean, it depends on the game, depends on the developer, depends on how the game's programmed.
You'd have to ask them directly. However, it is not your duty to search for them. It is mine.
Has Metroidvania lasted a long time? I don't know. I don't think the game really gave a time scale, though. Obviously, it's been a little while because sounds like she's been working on this a while. It's not like nobody here looks shocked about what happened, so it's clearly been a little while.
That they were able to alter the codices at all falls on me as the library director.
Okay, yeah, he is the director. He just had "I am the boss" energy, and I was right.
Your only task is to return magic to the world once more.
Imagine this is just you go into the library, and this is just the receptionist. And it's like, he's just a receptionist. He's just the guy that lets you return your books.
I understand.
That would be unfitting for him.
This is merely conjecture, but I suspect that the monsters that targeted you were embedded there by the perpetrator. If you alter a codex, it follows that a librarian will repair it. In other words, they expected that you would arrive.
Then the culprit knows about me? That I'm the only one capable of entering codices? That can't be.
That is a good plot point. Since she's got this unique ability, that means whoever defaced them expected her.
That would mean they unleashed those violent monsters in the Codex for me.
I could have the library more often if that was the case. If Dracula returned your books for you?
Makes sense when we view it from this lens, though it remains a theory.
I mean, to be fair, Dracula seems like the sort where if you're like, what's a good book, he would know. I don't know, vampires just have this idea of, just have this vibe of, I know good literature when I see it. They usually have libraries.
Since there was danger within the Codex of Water, we should assume the others will be the same.
And Dracula definitely has a library. I remember in Symphony of the Night there was quite the library. The Great Library, I think it was called.
Are you worried?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but I know I'm the only one who can do this, so I'll overcome my fear.
This is an unnecessarily long conversation, but
your father.
That's fine.
Huh?
It could have been shortened down a bit. That's another anime thing. They like to talk.
Heroism. I'm musing that it was passed down to you from him.
Was my father a brave person?
Oh, you should know her father. Okay.
Very much so. He had.
I mean, there are details here that are plot points,
justice.
obviously.
I'm sure that charmed your mother. Something wrong?
No. It's just the first time I've heard you talk about my parents, I think.
I wish to be sympathetic, considering you've lost them.
They aren't dead. My parents aren't dead. They just had somewhere to be, for a reason.
My parents aren't dead. They just had to go to the underworld. They had a business trip.
That may be true.
Sounds like it.
There is no proof that they've passed on.
Okay, so they disappeared.
They're alive. I'm sure of it, even if I don't have any evidence to prove it.
Okay, well, since she's literally their kid, I'm guessing that they are trapped in the Codices somewhere. So they could probably go in them too.
That they haven't been found yet. Speaking of which, that pen I gave you.
He's very Dracula-ville. Very much so.
Pen?
Yeah, the pen we've been using to repair everything.
Your father used it when he was a librarian.
I know, I read the item description.
Really?
Which apparently Ariana didn't read the item description.
Now you have been given an important responsibility as well. But you aren't alone. That pen and your bond with your father is always with you. Never forget that.
You know, sometimes I also think anime protagonists get really lucky because they always seem surprised by everything. It's like, you have not been paying attention to any of the important plot points. I am surprised you got to the end of the story and won the day. Like, sometimes it's like, protagonist, please, pay attention. Do you have ADHD? Do you need a pill or something so we can continue the game? Like...
Yes.
And, though I'm sure it will be difficult, I will be relying on you to continue making repairs.
I think that trope exists because...
Thank you, Berkeley.
I think the writers of anime stuff are like, oh, well, we need to have the protagonists be kind of dumb so they can, like, repeat stuff for the player or the watcher so they know what's going on for plot points. But it just makes it does make the protagonist look a little bit on the ineffectual side. Like, man, I really wish we had a hero that was paying attention kind of vibe, you know? Oh, he walks with his cane, too. Yeah, he's so cool. Look at him. Mr. Dracula guy. Oh, wait, are these... So these are her parents. Why is she so short? Her mom.
Mom?
not brave like you, Dad. So please, lend me your courage.
Also, Dad, I think you're very well dressed. I feel like that hair should be a little more, like, slicked back or something with clothes like that. I don't know. The mom is saying, oh, that would make more sense.
I'm so tired.
That's true. I can't see if they're on a chair. Hey, you guys both thought that.
Have you returned?
Oh, Vester, please come in.
Very well. Pardon me.
Vester. Hello.
Welcome back, my lady. You seem weary.
You look like a military lady. I don't know, just kind of has that vibe.
I'm completely wiped out for the day.
But also a maid
I
at
feel
the
like
same
I
time.
used 40 times more magic and stamina than usual.
That sounds quite draining. Here, I've prepared a meal for you.
Military maid.
Thank you, Vester. You're the only one who's kind to me in the library.
She can serve you chimpkin, and she can also command your army.
No, that isn't true. The staff of the library
Wow!
don't care about
Wait
you.
a minute, she's like, thanks, Vester, you're the only one that cares about me. Right after having a conversation with the headmaster and, like, being like, thanks, headmaster, and then she just goes to Vester's like, I'm glad, Vester, you're the only one that cares about me. Berkeley, he acts nice, but I don't believe a word of it. Berkeley seemed nice. Berkeley seemed pretty good.
I really think you're the only one
She's
who treats me
Ariana.
so nicely.
Just back-talking him behind his
You
back.
definitely are.
But look at this, she's going on about it. I really think you're the only one who treats me so nicely. No, you definitely are.
Goodness, you truly must be exhausted to say such a thing.
And Vester's like, ha ha ha, I'm not going to agree with you because then my boss will get really mad.
Now, please enjoy your meal before it gets cold.
Maybe she's flirting. Maybe so, I don't know.
Thanks. What did you cook today?
I wouldn't say it's the best flirting to go like, man, you're the only person that I think is actually not crap. Thanks, I guess. Like, wow, okay.
Interesting.
Just soup?
Oh, come on, Ariana. Jeez Louise, you're acting rude.
I apologize, my lady. Ever since magic vanished, it has affected even the distribution of goods. The world is experiencing a shortage of resources.
Okay, it's been going on for a while if it's affecting resources at this point.
I see.
So I decided I should begin rationing the library supplies. I truly apologize.
That makes sense.
You don't need to apologize. Everyone around the world is going through the same thing, and besides...
Also, Ariana going just soup kind of annoyed Nikki, because Nikki's thing is soup. Nikki makes really good soups. It's like making fun. Don't judge soup. Like, oh, just soup. Like, no. Whoa, what kind of reaction was that? I don't know. Like, was that a good or was that a bad?
This is really delicious.
Okay, she liked
Thanks
it.
for all your help, Vester.
Kind of sounded like she swallowed a chicken bone and it stabbed her in the throat or something. I wasn't quite sure what that reaction was.
My lady.
Ah!
Oh, that's right. If there's ever a time you can't withstand your hunger, please don't hesitate to inform me. I shall provide you food even if I must convince the staff.
That's why you don't base your society off just one thing. Yeah, meanwhile, the internet in this world. Just to say, kind of happens.
I'll be fine. I'm too tired to have an appetite. And even if I were hungry, I can be patient.
We can't have that. You are the only magic user in the world who can enter Codices, my lady.
I noticed that while this has been an established fact, they're not nobody's explained why she can do that.
Nobody else can do these repairs. I couldn't possibly ask you to endure such a thing.
That
Hi there,
may be true, but I'm sure the other librarians are hungry too.
Also, this game really just... Like, I don't mind the character building, and I will not complain about plot point notes, like how it's like, oh, we're getting served a bad soup, why is that? Oh, because rationing, because of the magic. Like, that's plot. That's fine. That's, like, plot relevance, world building. But the characters really are just waffling on a lot as well.
You mustn't think that way.
You are the only one who can engage in this kind of work.
Like, I was kind of hoping to play more game before switching games, but... Well, that's another thing about anime games. They really are completely comfortable doing something like giving you 20 minutes of gameplay and then 20 minutes of, yeah, now they're just going to talk. And it's like, well...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you were to be a bit glib.
Now, there is a skip button. I
certainly
can
others
skip
would
this.
find.
But, like, that's not really an option for your first time playing a game. Like, imagine you do not know what the game's story is, you don't know how the game plays, you don't fully understand the game, and you're like, I don't like the story, see, I'm going to skip it and just cross my fingers that I'm not missing some huge plot revelation by doing so. Like,
Goodness.
you know. It's a risky... Oh, hello. Hello,
Well, you seem to be full of energy.
aren't you the cat lady?
Hey, Davina, could you at least knock? I don't believe I've ever knocked.
Oh, fair enough, at least you're consistent.
Anyway, it seems you succeeded in repairing the Codex of Water. I must commend you.
That's true, Mondo. I didn't mean to bring that up, but you're right.
Huh? What's wrong? Did you just praise me? I did. The sharp-tongued and cold Davina? I'd appreciate you not giving me strange descriptors.
No stranger to your
The
eyes.
Davina who always looks down on others and acts better than everyone?
Okay, Ariana, you're just I'm sorry for my callous here, but Ariana, you've just been kind of being a bitch lately. I just gotta be honest with you here. Thanks, Berkeley. Anyways, I kind of don't like Berkeley. He doesn't care about me. Also, your soup sucks. Actually, no, it's actually good. I should have judged it on first. Anyways, you look down on Ariana, you're kind of acting like you look down on other people and act better than everyone, too.
It isn't an act. I am better. Besides, I've praised people before.
Yeah, she's definitely a cat person. This isn't an act, I am better is such a Nikki line.
Especially you. The one who's capable of using magic that I cannot. Hey, Vester? Davina's acting weird today. She must be plotting something.
Don't be rude, my lady. Miss Davina is purely expressing her respect.
Ariana doesn't know how to work with cat people.
Respect? Are we talking about the same Davina? There's absolutely no way.
You need to understand how cats give you respect. It's a little weird, but you kind of get the gist of it if you pay attention.
That's very harsh, but oh well.
Yeah, meanwhile, she's just standing here while they're just discussing, like, I don't know, she's plotting something, like, I'm right here. I'm right here hearing you talk about me plotting something, like,
So there really is something going on. What is it this time?
Ariana, stop. You're becoming more and more unlikable the more you talk to characters.
How's that?
What is it
It's
this
a
time?
hunger, but your magic power should be restored.
Oh, you're restoring my magic? Well, I didn't ask you to do that. Oh, I bet you expect me to say thanks. Well, you came in my room and barged in and then gave me this magic power. I don't care, because, like, you didn't do it the way I wanted you to do it, so I'm not going to say thank you. Like, that's kind of her vibe.
Oh, you're right.
I can't believe no one is kind to us. Yeah.
Thank you, Davina.
Oh, now you're gonna... Oh, you gave me something. I guess I should be nice to you.
No need to thank me. And from now on, you'll be capable of restoring your own magic.
No need to thank me. You don't actually mean it anyways. You only do it because I gave you something, so no need to thank me. It's really pointless.
I was always able to do that, though. The healing power of your own codex can't compare to the healing power of water magic.
Okay.
Though you can't cast the spell to restore your power that I just used.
Wait, but I was doing just fine with the neutral region power. I mean, I'll take a stronger one, I guess.
Yes, because there's no codex for it. Even if there was, it would likely be difficult to grasp. It's impossible even for me, the demon using the magic, to put into words.
You're a demon, or...?
In that sense, it may be similar to your own magic. It can only be described as an ability you were born with, after all. I guess so. Even if you asked me to write down the magic that lets me enter Codices, I wouldn't even know what to write.
I probably should switch games, but I'm honestly, like, at this point, just intrigued how much dialogue there is before we get to play game again.
I'll make sense of it one day. I've already found a clue.
Really?
Like, I understand it's trying to establish characters and plot points, but there are ways to do this in a video game while not interrupting the gameplay. You know? There's, just, I don't know, like, have a little bit of introduction maybe with Berkeley, and then, like, we go back into a Codex, but along the way, there's, like, a little, I don't know, just magic up a little radio communicator system so these people can talk to us and give us plot points and describe their personalities while we're in the middle of fighting monsters. Why not?
Yes, so don't overexert yourself, Ariana. Now, or hereafter.
Thanks for worrying about me.
Of course.
Ariana, that is not earned. This whole thanks for worrying about me. You were being very rude to Davina a minute ago.
Humans who can use magic in a world where it's disappeared are very valuable. I can't well lose such a rare sample.
That is such a cat thing to say. You're welcome for helping you. After all, you're kind of useful to me. You're very interesting. So there's a difference between cat and bitch. Bitch is back-talking and not being clear of their emotions and, you know, talking behind the back. Cat is, I am just this way. You just have to put up with this. This is who I am. I'm being consistent. You may not like this. That's all right, but this is just what I am. Like, Cat is a little more transparent, to put it simply.
Sample? Did you just say I'm a sample?
Yeah, you're a sample of something, honestly.
Is that why you looked after me when my parents left and created Vester to take care of me?
That was the most canned way of introducing, like, a plot point. You know how, like, the trope, like, where, like, two characters that know each other really well get introduced to the story, and one of them is like, you know, I really appreciate how you raised me since I was a baby 3 years old after my parents died in that one fire. And it's just like, you know, the canned dialogue that introduces backstory for the player, but it's like so out of nowhere. This is exactly it. This is exactly this.
You've just been
Every time I hear that, I'm always thinking,
like
they should just act like, they should just everybody be quiet, and all of a sudden it's like, alright, you didn't need a trauma dump.
yeah. Like, sometimes, like, if you stop to be so animal-like in your rudeness towards other people, maybe.
Please calm yourself, my lady. Miss Davina is simply joking, as she always does. Isn't that right, Miss Davina?
It's true that you're an interesting, gifted person. But calling you a sample was going too far. I've never thought of you as a lab rat. And you are the child of my lost friends. I feel it's my natural duty to watch over you and your growth.
Like, Davina could technically be called rude, but Ariana's something worse, basically.
When you say you're lost friends, you're talking about my mom and dad, right? I know I've asked before, but are there any leads?
Fair enough, Bondo, fair enough. Tactless,
If
yeah.
there were, I would have already used them and tracked them down.
Right. If even the great magician Davina can't find them.
Oh, are you giving up?
Of course not. If you can't find them, then I will. By becoming a greater magician than you.
No, it's more than tactless, because she was literally like, thanks, Berkeley, and the next person's like, you're the only player who cares about me. Nobody else here cares about me. Like, it's just back-talking and talking behind people's back and saying, like, what, like, thanks to you, but also I'm not actually saying thank you because I think everybody doesn't care about me. And it's like, that's worse than tactless. That's something way more intentional than that. Two-faced, yeah. Two days later. Oh! Rest for 2 days. Looks more like first two. I'm right back to the farm. I'd like to speak with Davina and ask her about water. Yeah, let's do more dialogue. So we got the Codex of Water, because we repaired it. Oh, the Davina actually wrote this Codex. Oh, whoops. Library will be your base of operation to the story. Ariana will be support by Vester will craft items. Davina will help learn magic. Okay, I'll go back in. What's this? Library map. Okay, makes sense. Personal bookshelf. Librarian guidelines. I mean, let's be fair. It kind of makes sense. There's a lot of reading in the game based around library stuff. Library codex, librarian stuff. But, like, there is still such a thing as too many words. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother reading all this because I've already read enough. So there's like, this is straight up, like, this is a better way of introducing, like, dense lore, though. Optional little logs you can read. Wow, there is a lot, like, here's the full mission statement of the library in multiple chapters, basically. Wow, they really put a lot of thought into this, actually. This is like, this is how disciplinary actions are handled under which conditions. It feels like I'm reading a legal document. And then we have Story of the Sword, Chapter 1. I only have Chapter 1. And we have Event Viewer, okay. I'll change the blue there. I mean, technically we got back to gameplay, though I don't quite count this. It's over here. Okay. Because we're still supposed to talk to people, so... yeah, we got magic equip page, okay. Strong and weak magic remnants, this is probably like an advanced... kind of like a Titanite shard versus a Titanite slab or something like that. Recipes to craft a cape and a flowing water brooch. Okay, so there's crafting, maybe gather crafting ingredients, craft items. Yeah, I don't know if I like the pace of this game. The gameplay for the Codex was fine, but it wasn't particularly noteworthy at the same time. It was alright. Oh, even more books. I mean, again, it's a library. What am I expecting? But there's a lot of books here. I appreciate that you can just read about this. So this actually goes over the codexes, the 4 codexes, the 4 main ones, and their stories. If you want to read that. Technically, anybody could read this if they just pause the video. There's definitely library's origin. Oh, that's actually surprisingly short. The library's operations can be credited to the library director. It's changed dramatically under the management of the current director, Mr. Berkeley. Until he stepped in, it was chaos. Many librarians said the library was no more than a pile of abandoned books and could hardly call their collection. He carefully examined each codex and sorted every volume. His achievements in an organization are incredible and should be passed down for eternity. So that's why he's the head guy. This is a surprising amount of just how to walk in the library, left and right. There you go, done. I see. It's a library that expands its. So it's kind of the library we had in Pokerol. It infinitely expanded its interior. So it probably is a little spatially odd. Well, if you know your history, you can understand your presence, and knowing the present lets you see the future. Doing that, you'll sure discover your parents have gotten. Count repairs by Caprell's one thing. I'll definitely find the Codex of Finding the Lost. I'll definitely find the Codex of Finding the Lost. That's a catch-22, isn't it? I need to find the Codex of Finding the Lost so that I can find the Codexes, like the Codex of Finding the Lost. Because it helps me find the Codexes, like the Codex of Finding the Lost. If I had the Codex of Finding the Lost, I could find the Codex of Finding the Lost.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. 100 million books. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Very oddly specific. Let's see. And here's the humans and demons stuff. It sounds like there used to be a war and now they're chill. Currently, one can say the world's at peace, but forget the pieces built in the backstown sacrifices. Demons live over 1,000 years, pretty standard. Demons always live a long time. That's how it works. Hello.
My lady?
Thank you.
Let's see. Exchange the repair vehicles magic remits for items. Let's see. What to craft.
What to do?
Oh, I see. So I use those things to make the other things. Okay. So, 3 plus life. Swap by 3. What does it do? Oh, I see. Max HP. Crit rate. Damage. Reduces damage. Reduces damage. Greatly increase max damage. Greatly increase attack power. There you go. That's what you want to make. Wait, 5? What do you mean 5? I mean I can make up to 5? Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could have multiple of a equip item. So if I get more blues... Didn't I get a blue from... I don't know if I got a blue from the boss? I think I did. I don't remember. Did I get a blue from like some strong enemy? I might be able to farm that if I were to play more.
I don't know.
I mean, like, I just want 5. I just want like all the combat boosts. That sounds good. Wait, it's not even here. Oh, wait. Is this the sort of thing where... Okay, combat crests.
Please do your best.
Oh, sorry for accidentally attack. Oh, it's just in my inventory. Oh, I don't have to equip it. So this is just let's see. 63. Yeah, that definitely increased it. I think I was at 48 before. Now I'm at 63. Yeah, I guess you can just make those and then you have more attack. So yeah, sure. It's not even a thing you have to equip. I wonder why the non-named NPCs are just like, they look like Assassin's Creed characters. I don't...
Yes.
Where's this go? Okay. That's the answer.
Huh. Davina.
The game told me I had to talk to her, by the way, so technically I can't just go back to the world. Let's see, you gave me bread with yesterday's dinner, right? Yeah, bread. Bread and soup are good together. I made the bread using my Codex of bread. There's a Codex for everything. There's a Codex for Fire the Laws. There's obviously the main codexes. Now there's even a Codex of bread. Well, that sounds great.
The best Codex.
Codex. There's probably a Codex of soup then, isn't there? Codex of bread. That's great. Hey, yeah, I've got those really powerful elemental magical tomes. Yeah, which one do you have? I have the bread magic. It's real good, real powerful. Like
Breadmancer.
Breadmancer. I feel like I could solve the food shortage a little bit, but was it delicious?
I do not. I'm going bet it might run off. That might run off the laws of equal return, though.
Yeah, it might. You have to invest the magical power to make the bread. Use me as a guinea pig again. I don't know whether the Codex of bread already existed. Or did she just make it? Maybe she wrote it, actually. Okay, Ariana's upset because she made the code. So Davina made the Codex of bread, tasted herself, was like, this seems pretty good, but I need another opinion. Then made bread using it for her, and Ariana's like really upset. Ariana's like really upset that she received the second bread because she was being used as a guinea pig, and it's like Davina ate it the first time herself. She just wanted... This is just a cook wanting more opinions about the food they made. That's effectively it. Well, thank you for your generous blessing, Davina. I really don't like this character very much. It's magic bread. Why are you so upset? Then don't trouble yourself so much next time. Wow, Ariana. Like, you're not shaking the B word at all. Whatsoever. I told you I don't like magic food. I don't mind even making it eat yourself. So here's the thing. She actually said earlier she was upset about the magic bread, and then Davina was like, but did you like it? And she's like, and Ariana was basically like, yeah, I hate the fact that it was delicious. It was really good and I'm mad about it. So it's like, I don't like magic food, except for I like that magic food, but also I hate that I like that magic food, so don't give it to me. Like, wow. This goes past picky eater and goes into spiteful eater, doesn't it?
I can understand where they're coming from that way.
I guess. They got tricked. They don't like getting tricked, but it was good. So...
That's like feels like I like eating like natural or homemade stuff. I don't want it from like processed and all that stuff.
E. Oh, Davina is just like backstory in our main character for this reason. In thoughts. Because the game wants more dialogue. So much dialogue.
I bet it is strange. I know it's like anime and all that stuff, but it's supposed to be Metroidvania. You think they go less text heavy?
Yeah, Metroidvanias really don't. Like, also, I want to say, like, again, the gameplay I've done so far, it was a tutorial world basically, and I don't know, it felt a little slow paced even so. Like, I remember the story while I was in the Metroidvania world, we were constantly getting interrupted by little story beats with like the Codex's story too. So the game is just really stuffing a lot of dialogue in place. I didn't really mind it inside the Codex because I figured I figured the pace wouldn't be that much slower outside, but then it got really slow after that. So, okay, this is Earth, this is Fire, this is Wind, this is Water, and this is Neutral. Okay.
Yeah, it's like use the example. Use it what they based on. Like the first Metro game. There's no dialogue in that game. Granted, they didn't have the technology for it.
Okay, I was right, by the way. Water is effective against fire. Fire is effective against water. It's pairs. It's pairs affecting each other. So one of those elemental pair systems. Also, you notice how, like... Okay, you open this menu. So anyways, have 7 tutorials about the gameplay that you're going to forget by the time you actually start playing again, because we're not... Like, it's just telling me so many things, and I don't care, actually, at this point. Like, it's just so much. I think I understand why this game was mixed. It feels really, like, slow and bloated and plotted, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. There might be a lot of systems, but do I feel motivated to even get to them? This is, like, kind of boring, you know? It's just kind of very boring. Distortion. Oh, I can upgrade passive skills. Dash. Oh, I can't.
I do feel like this is probably one of these games that get more fun. It opens up later on. But it takes a while to get there.
So some anime games are like that. You have to just be patient with them, basically. I'm kind of wondering if you have to buy certain magic to, like, if I want to break the ground in the water codex, do I need, like, certain things, or is it something else? Maybe it's not spell-based, but more, like, technique-based? I'm not sure. Now, I guess we have a lot of codexes right off the bat, because we, like, started the game having already gotten a couple fixed, I guess. That's why we started with the neutral and the fire one. Okay. Dragon's Den is a pretty cool name for a spell. Yeah, I was giving this game a little extra time just because I could tell it was being slow, and it's kind of one of those cases, like, I could just be impatient and cut it off early, but alright, I'll let it go through its slowness to see if it builds up to anything, and yeah. I mean, maybe later, if you spend a lot of hours, it could. But, like, it doesn't feel like... Yeah, Metroidvania should not be this slow, to put it very simply. Like, okay, maybe that's too general a statement. Maybe there's situations where a slow Metroidvania makes more sense, if done correctly, but, like, generally speaking, Metroidvanias are usually focused on their gameplay, with a good story alongside, but it doesn't... But it's usually a story that, like, meshes with the gameplay pretty well. Anyways, I'm just gonna strengthen this. Yeah.
Not bad.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strengthen this. Sorry, I was just spam the sword. May as well power it up. I need 2 blues for that. Okay. that little box below distortion and story distortion. I wonder if I have to buy these and then that one opens. Let's try it actually. Let's buy distortion.
Incredible.
Just to have that. Repel's attacks could actually be useful in some situation. There might be some situation where like I gotta reflect a projectile to open something, so that could be useful for that. Also, no, that didn't open the box below. Okay.
See you later. How can this be?
They basically just had dialogue about stuff I already knew. Alright, so that's that section of the library. So we're gonna play some more. I'm gonna get to the next... I'm gonna stop when I hit the next actual, like, gameplay section. I don't count walking around as gameplay necessarily. Let's go over here. Let's go to the little right and figure it out.
Thank you.
Janitor.
Uh-huh.
And all this dialogue in the library is technically interesting, like if you're wanting to get into this, but we kind of feel like we Charm and I generally are like, game has to earn our interest in these things. So like front loading it, like I can just skip it fortunately, but like it is front loaded a little bit. Oh, what's this? Yeah. So this is where the story advances. But yeah, it feels a little too like linear too. Thinking about like the game, like it didn't really feel like I was going through a Metroidvania sort of gameplay with a Codex of Water. This is labeled as a Metroidvania, by the way. I think it even has a tag and everything. But like it was very linear. It was the first Codex. Technically, the next one might open up, but
Yes.
also by having technically Metroids don't have to have complete interconnected worlds. Actually, I think Portrait of Ruin, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, really broke things up into different little worlds and paintings. But so it's doable in other ways. But yeah, the codices are in their own stages, I guess, so to speak.
What to do?
Probably read. I have a book. Now what to do? Well, you open it and you look at it. This is a science bookshelf,
The
apparently.
basics of a book.
This is talking about automatons, which is interesting, I guess. I'm not going to read it again. Man, imagine how many... If I read all of these books properly, I would probably be here for another hour just doing that. This dialogue is optional, but it's really not saying anything. Yeah, there's something to be said for story writing. Like, there's ways to tell a compelling story and present characters in, like, an efficient number of words, and then there's ways to do it, but, like, you use, like, 5 times the number of words, and this game's kind of doing the latter and not the former. Basically, a good writer knows how to use characters and storytelling in such a way where the reader is not having to read a bloat of words to get the idea. Basically, not to say it's too brief or trying to rush itself, but simply that it feels natural and well-paced. I think it's best when a game can say a lot with a little. And typically, those sort of games, those sort of stories, you find the characters more relatable because they actually talk like somebody would, you know, not wasting all of your time. There's a difference between talking to somebody just casually in real life and, like, going to a speech where somebody's trying to filibuster. And a lot of games can feel like the latter. And that doesn't feel as natural at all. Also, yeah, that was... Okay. That was... Yeah, by the way, I just realized that conversation How many dialogue boxes was that? This is just a random NPC. Why did they have... I feel like that was... with no joke, that was probably close to like 100. I know all those dialogue boxes were huge, but I think that was like close to 100 dialogue boxes. What the actual heck? I'm not really... Vossen, I feel the game doesn't know how to pace itself at all. There might be something interesting here if you go further enough into it, but I just don't feel motivated. Like, this would be ridiculous even for, like, a traditional RPG at this point. Like, imagine... Like, I cannot think of a lot of RPGs, like traditional RPGs, where you walk up to a random optional NPC and then get stuck in a 100 dialogue window, where nothing major is really even said. Like, even in a proper RPG with lots of dialogue, it's not usually bloated out like that so much, especially with, like, a random NPC. And then this guy just said, you know, that was just 7. That was fine, but...
Thank you.
Also, like, unnecessarily dialogue, too. Like, oh, I want to thank you. Oh, it's not necessary. You're really... But, no, it is. You're really special. I don't think... Oh, well, thank you, I guess. It's really no problem. Okay, thank you. And it's like, why did you waste so much dialogue with that back and forth? Like... Oh, I don't really have to. Oh, I do want to. Okay, fine. Like, Like, do you not understand... Story writers, do you understand how absolutely pointless that is to have conversations like that? That's not good storytelling. Yeah, some conversations might stumble around in real life. Some people might hem and haw in real life. But, like, if you're writing a story, you don't need the characters to hem and haw. Unless it adds to a scene, of course. Like, oh, this shows this character is really nervous, and that's a really important plot point, or something. Like, then sure, but otherwise it's just wasting time.
Hello.
That was 32 right there. Oh, that person left afterwards for some reason. I'm starting to count the dialogue boxes because I'm like, oh, how many can they do? Because at this point, I don't know. Yeah, good point. Like, honestly, very good point there. That was ridiculous. Oh, one more buck here. The amount of actual dialogue here is kind of insane.
Go.
Also, I like how even though the library is non-hostile, I can still just attack if I want to. Foster said, I haven't seen that song with conversations uses the Body Corporation, at least then it was with major characters. Did they also like address it, like the fact there was a long conversation, like haha, it's a long conversation? Anyways, yeah, to continue the game I go here. Yeah. So Codex and Convergence.
I have a couple friends that play Lobotomy Core.
Huh. Oh, this is weird. The difficulties are all over the place. So this is diffusion, and it seems to be diffusion, transmission. So those are the other two elements I didn't understand. Diffusion and transmission, whatever that means. Also, wasn't I already in the Codex of Water before? That's where we started, yeah. 85%. And then the Codex... It looks like you can just go anywhere you want, which is interesting. I do find that interesting. You aren't forced into a completely linear path of going through the Codexes. Except for this one. Oh, I see, convergence. So you gotta start with the 4 main elemental ones, and then you can do convergence and the others. Transmission. So wait. I have a fire book, though. So you're saying... I thought we had the Codex of Fire at the start of the game. But it looks like I gotta repair the Codex of Fire despite the fact I... well... have fire? I figured I had fire because it was already repaired, but apparently that's not how that works. Okay. But yeah, I think I'll stop here. I mean, we could... Here, let me just pop into a new Codex so we can at least look at a different environment for a Codex to see what that's like.
What's next?
I don't think there's any point of going back to Codex of Water even though it's not complete, because I think I need some ability to, like, Smash the ground. I do have a down stab though. I don't know if that would do it. I don't think I actually tried.
I mean, just Metroidvania game, just basically hardwired me to say probably not. It's going to tell you when you upgrade.
Yeah. This game likes to tell you things, so yeah, probably true. I do like the art style. I really like the enemy designs and how they animate and stuff, but it feels like this game is more focused on throwing words at me than throwing the enemies at me, and that's so I can't as easily enjoy the enemies part, you know? Yeah, I'm not gonna play this whole area, but let's take a little look at that. Let's look at the first enemies again, because the enemy designs are something I actually look forward to. Okay, so it's the same enemies. Oh, it's the same guys.
Also with that, I will need to go. It's getting a little late for me.
That's fine. Your mic is glitching out anyway, so it sounds like your internet wants to end today too.
Yes.
So I'll see you
later. It's worse
later.
at night. I don't know why.
Yeah, it seems like it. So I'll see you later, Reese.
See ya.
Yeah, so I'm actually very disappointed. It looks like we're just having the same enemies. I mean, they are good designs, but I wonder if they're just reused a lot. I wonder if this game's actually on a pretty tight budget, and maybe that's why it doesn't feel quite. I don't know. There's something about it. Thinking about more now, seeing these enemies too. Repeating. There's something about this game that kind of gives a vibe of, oh yeah, we had to make do with what we have. Oh, here's a new guy. Hello. Well, anyways, he's dead.
That's better.
I'm glad there's a new guy at least.
That's better.
I do wonder if this is a budget game, and thus that's why. It just feels like it's lacking in some sub. It feels like it's trying to replace. It feels like it's trying to replace substance with dialogue, which is the #1 thing that's easiest to add in to a game. It doesn't require a lot of. It doesn't require a lot of budget to just write a ton of dialogue, really. So I'm kind of wondering if that might be part of the problem here. Now, that's not me saying that dialogue is cheap and easy to do. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that compared to, making models, animating characters, drawing art, I'd say that writing is probably the cheapest of those things. Yeah. Why is that guy? That guy is running in place. I don't know if he saw that behind my head. Betsy. It's not here. Oh, we have death pits. I didn't know that. Whoa, that actually really hurt. That was. Oh no.
This is rough.
I'm not very good at jumping. Don't mind me.
That's better.
Don't worry, I still have my that's better, so I'm good.
There.
This area feels more involved, though, doesn't it? It's a very look at this room size. So we do have here, now that we're out of the Codex of Water, I was right, though. Now that we're out of the Codex of Water, it's oh yeah, you're done with the tutorial world. Now you can have a world with actual substance to it. So that's nice. There we go, I knew I could do it. Did you see those enemies were facing left? They did not expect me to do that. The game did not expect me to actually achieve that jump I did.
That's better. There, not bad. Got you. Got you. Got you.
Got you. Another reason I noticed the budget thing is that if you pay attention, Ariana has very few voice lines for different attacks. Got you. Go. Got you. Oh no. Got you. Got you. Oh well. I'm also really absolutely hating this whole... Oh, sorry, a very valuable power-up went down that hole. You better chase after it if you want it. So I had to go after that. Oh no, now I have to go after that guy. Okay, well, here we go. That sounded really wrong. What sounded wrong? I am sorry, I missed something here, I think.
Alright, let's go.
It's also weird how the enemies spotted and I just have to stand there until Ariana's like, I'm psyching myself up, now I can fight the enemies. It's really weird when you start a battle read because there's like this weird pause where the enemy's spotted and we just stand around the area's like, I think I'll start fighting now, and then you can actually do it. It's really weird. It also feels weird because there's like time limits, so I kind of want to hurry. I want to be like quick to respond to it, but oh, Garuda. Okay, so the mythical being in this book is Garuda, which isn't it basically a mystical bird, Garuda? Oh, I got this. So this wind tunnel wasn't here until I cleared that area, and now it's here. Oh come on, they're going off the ledge. Fine. I really hate that, by the way. Like, here's a loot box. Okay, I'll break it. Okay, all the loot went down somewhere else. You have to go run after it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Vasa says, fortune the poor face joint raker joined me down. So you just make easy. Honestly, I feel like I was being really patient too. I felt like I wasn't trying to be rushy about it, like just get mad at a little bit of dialogue, and it would seem a little unfair. That's why I stuck it out a little longer. I wanted to make absolutely sure that the game was being too wordy for me. I can't hit this guy. Oh. Ow. Oh, thanks, I can hit this guy. Oh, no. Please come. Over here. Thank you.
That's better.
Whee. He dropped down! So Mr. Grim Reaper guy dropped down the pit, and I don't get any of his goodies because he dropped down the pit! And, oh wait, maybe they're down here. There seems to be something down here. Hold on. Well, okay, if I could resist the wind, maybe I can get it. But I can't, so goodbye, goodies! You know, some games, if something falls into a pit, if an enemy falls into a pit in some games, all their goodies will just go to you regardless, like, because, you know, you can't get them, so the game's like, alright, don't worry, we'll, like, send them to you. This game doesn't care!
That's better.
That does seem to be a death pit. You pass the wind, so yeah. So if an enemy falls in a death pit, you just don't get their stuff. What if it was a powerful enemy that dropped something rare? That would really kind of suck. But yeah, I'm going to stop here. Or I'm going to stop at Sofa. I guess I should stop. I mean, I guess I'll stop it, so I don't think I'm going to be playing this. To be completely brutally honest, I do not see myself... Oh, hello, who is this guy? This looks like some sort of Beastman guy. Look at this guy. Wow, look at you. You're so cool looking. I kind of have to give the enemies a chance if I want to see what they do.
That's better.
Like, oh, it's okay, buddy. Go ahead. I'll just wait.
That's better.
That's better.
Not bad.
Not bad, but that's better. You're good, but I'm better.
That's better.
Oh, by the way, death pits hurt inordinately a lot. Enemy attacks aren't that bad, but you fall down a pit, you lose 58 health. It's like 30 your health. So let's see. I'm actually curious. The game doesn't say I lose progress if I return to title screen, but I don't trust it. I bet I do. Does it matter? Doesn't really matter to me, though. I don't know. I'm trying to debate if it matters to me. There we go. I'm gonna backtrack. The thing about it being really rough. Oh. Oh, that comes back? That's interesting. So you can kind of farm money there, actually.
That's better. That's better.
I'm gonna go back to the beginning, I guess. I always have this, like, desire to save, just in case I change my mind later and I want to give a game a little bit more of a chance. Ah, heck with it, I'm just gonna leave. Let's see if it saves. I'm kind of curious.
And the Elder Codex.
Did you save? Kind of looks like you saved. Let's see. I mean, the game didn't... Nope, it didn't save. Okay, so you want to... I could add another sin to this. Okay, listen. I'm fine with the game not saving if I don't go to a save point. However, if you select return to title, it's like return to title screen? Yes, no. When you select return to title, if it doesn't save the game, what it should be doing is return to title, your game progress will not be saved. Simple as that. Just add a little extra thing saying your game progress will not be saved, because you should tell the player that if they're trying to quit the game, and, you know, that is a standard warning all games should have, but I digress. Ariana Elder Codex. I really do like the art style, but it kind of feels like this game doesn't want to play it. Like, this game... The gameplay seems like it might be better after the first Codex, but obviously I had to spend well over an hour to get to that point. Unless I had just sped through all the dialogue, which... I guess there is the option to speed through. Like, there's a skip button, there's an auto button. So I guess theoretically I could just skip through all the dialogue to focus the gameplay, but I don't know. If I'm playing a Metroidvania, I do care about the story, actually. Metroidvanias typically have stories, typically have arcs and character motivations and stuff. And that's okay. That's great, in fact. A lot of Metroidvanias handle the balance of gameplay and story pretty well, I'd say. But yeah, if I'm playing a Metroidvania, I'm not really wanting to skip the story. That's part of the world building for, like, why I'm exploring in the first place. So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Do I skip all the dialogue and not have a story to the Metroidvania I'm trying to play? I mean, I guess that'd be fine if the Metroidvania was, like, super duper good, but I'll be honest with you here. The gameplay here it's fine, but it doesn't feel like it has much depth. I have all these spells, but why do I need them if I can just sword slash everything? And the enemies, like, it seems like there will be new enemies. It feels like one of those games where the budget is low and they couldn't afford to make a ton of enemies, so they're kind of rationing out the enemies, so you're gonna see a lot of repeat enemies between stages and stuff, and occasionally you'll see a new enemy introduced in. That seems to be how this is gonna go. So it feels everything about this feels rationed, from the gameplay to the kind of the way the storytelling is very text-based and heavily bloated towards that. And, like, the art's really nice, but, like, I don't think it's worth that. I don't think the game's worth just seeing the art. But yeah, it has a little too much. I wouldn't go as far to say it's a VN, but it definitely, the developers of this don't seem to understand the careful pacing that a lot of Metroidvanias have. Metroidvanias typically do a great job. Like, you know how Metroidvanias typically work? They typically work in that you are in a hostile environment a lot of times, but occasionally you'll have a safe place, which is like a city or maybe multiple little cities, little spots out in the world that you can go to, and then you can interact with NPCs, buy items, get upgrades, have some story advances, and occasionally have story advances out in the dangerous part of the world too, as you'll naturally run into them, perhaps to, like, highlight a boss encounter or something to give more flavor to the boss encounter. But typically speaking, like, I don't know. Like I'm just like thinking of like Hollow Knight and like thinking like when I went to the village at the top, when we went to the village at the top of the Hollow Knight, like there's a bunch of NPCs to talk to and some dialogue to have, but it wasn't nearly like as bloated as like what we had here. And I'm talking bloated both towards the necessary dialogue in Ariana and the Elder Codex, and those conversations with the main characters that we were forced to have, as well as the NPC dialogue too. And also, like, yeah, the dialogue feels, when you bloat the character dialogue too, it becomes dry. So not only does it take a long time to read through, but it also becomes less interesting. The characters don't I feel like there's a lot of writers out there that think, oh, if I just write like a 50-page essay's worth of dialogue for my character, everybody will really understand them and get to like them and get to know them. And the thing is, you get to know a character based a lot on their actions as well as their words. So if you're just like forcing a novel's worth of words into a character's mouth, thinking that that'll make the player relate to them and really understand them, no. It makes them boring. It makes them tedious. It makes them a job to learn and not something naturally that you care to learn about. You know, not a character you naturally learn about. It feels more like a task you have to accomplish, get through. And yeah, and again, like even in a traditional RPG, even if this is like Final Fantasy VII, like Final Fantasy VII has a lot of dialogue, but it's interesting, it's well spaced out with its gameplay, it's not bloated, generally speaking. Like, just to give Final Fantasy VII an example, because it's a classic for a reason. Even if this was an RPG, I would still call this dialogue too bloated. But as a Metroidvania, it is way more bloated than it should be, even because it's not even RPG standards. It should be less worded than that, being a Metroidvania, in most cases at least. Yeah, it's tedious. There might be something worth playing here, but you kind of have to either just like turn your brain off for the story, which I think would ironically still hurt the value of the game, though. Like, ignoring the story completely wouldn't solve things either, because, like I was pointing out in the dialogue, I was noticing little plot points that are actually, like, actual plot points that would involve the story, that would involve the gameplay, that would tie things together. And if you miss those plot points, then you're definitely not going to get as rich an experience with playing this game all the way through. But at the same time, trying to find those plot points by going through all the tedious dialogue also deadens the experience, because again, it feels like the best way to play this game would be to ask somebody to mod it and make the dialogue less insufferable and actually have a point and make it more relatable and shorter, and just keep the plot points in, make it better otherwise. Like a text mod would be the best way to play this game, I think. But yeah, Ariana the Elder Codex, I think I've talked enough about it. I don't need to add more words to the many words this is already said. It's ironic because this game's all about libraries and magical tomes. So I guess you could ironically say it's kind of appropriate that it has too many novels in it, because it is a library game after all. That was Ariana and the Elder Codex, and sorry, I'm going to move on to other Metroid videos besides this one.